He's 3.5 now.
It's one of the things I'm a little concerned with. I don't know if I should be apprehensive or not, but developing, like being able to play or kind of be by himself more, having spent so much time with you guys throughout the night. Any sort of like over bonding or
Nah.
no? Yeah.
Nah.
You can see where it's like where I would go with that.
Yeah,
right?
totally. But it's
It's
fine. The point is this.
Oh, wait a minute, what's there?
No, yeah.
Oh, no, that's...
No.
There's
Be
not
purple.
much.
Yeah, we've got about 3 more weeks of that, I think. Yeah.
Who last had a pen in their hand signing their name to a document?
Where's the card? Where's the card?
Or where's the card?
For a moment, and
All right.
I don't know then. So probably then went to Stanley. It's here. That's it. All right, it's finished.
Everyone?
Well, that's he didn't go through and make a comprehensive list. He did make a spreadsheet.
Okay.
He signed all of your names.
Did you guys have any more brew? Did you have any more brew out there?
Curious. Not yet, no, man. I'm sorry. I will have to make another one soon. Cool.
I'm all right.
I mean, she's in for a tough 2 weeks. Is she?
Oh, you mean you when you?
Big pain.
How's the baby? Boy. Where's he right now? I mean,
Right now, this moment?
no, in terms of his development. So as a human being,
I don't know. I don't even know how to answer that question for myself.
can he speak fluently?
Fluently, no. It's adorable though. His misuse of the language is quite charming.
There are children that are much more fluent by his age.
Oh, thanks.
I don't like that kid.
What? Wow. Do you know what this is?
Yeah, that came from Stanley.
But have you ever used one?
No, but they look cool, right?
They are cool. And the Chinese are so smart. And you go to a restaurant, they give you one. And you charge it on your credit card. And if you turn it back to the next restaurant you go to, you get the charges taken off your credit card.
What the hell?
It's a battery for your phone.
All right. Wow.
It attaches to your phone.
I don't understand
Your phone
the
sits on
system,
this
but I'm
battery.
intrigued.
Your phone sits on this battery, so restaurants in China will give you the battery, but they'll put it on your bill. And then if you turn it into the next restaurant that's participating,
I have even better news.
it goes off your bill. And it's so smart.
Hey, you know what's even cooler?
Huh. Oh, you do? Oh, that's even cooler. 1, 2, 3, Phil, let's go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Vimala. Happy birthday to you. Yay, cake. I mean, Vimala. Don't float away.
Hey, where are you going with that thing?
Cake for breakfast, yay! It's a teenager's dream. Cake for breakfast.
Yeah. Wow. Many feet.
She won't eat it, so let's have an extra piece. You ready? Is it time? Shipuhi Joshing Metodram Rira Blingshin Inde Gambadi Sange Shindu Mite Uwagi Prokunam Dashina Chipasho Idam Guru Ratna Mandalaka Niyatayami Chedan Toki Chonama Chanchu Padu Dadni Kapsuchi Daki Chenyen Kipe Sanam Ki Dola Penchir Sange Drupasho Chedan Toki Chonama Chanchu Padu Dadni Kapsuchi Daki Chenyen Gipe Sanam Ki Drola Penchir Sange Drupasho Chedan Toki Chodama Chanchu Padu Dadni Kapsuchi Daki Chenyen Gipe Sanam Ki Drola Penchir Sange Drupasho Shogadi Shmogadi. Whoa. I spent 3 months on his text. Partly it's because I had an operation in between. But it's really difficult and very beautiful. Very, very deep and beautiful. So we decided to print a copy for everybody who came to the term, downstairs or upstairs. So everybody will be getting a copy of his translation. And what I realized, we have to tell people, okay, read 1 sentence a day. No, seriously. And, I had a German lady, Mariana, wrote me and she said, thank you I sent her an electronic copy, digital copy. And she said, thank you, and I don't understand a single word. And really, I think it's so deep that, but we're going to give away, it's extremely valuable for your life, It's extremely cool system, the mind-only system. And I think it's the only correct English interpretation I ever saw in my life. So I think it's extremely valuable. And it'll be really cool when we translate it into Chinese, etc. So, I think we should give Word a hand, right? Yeah. I also wanted to welcome 2 members of the Pure Gold translation team, which is Joy and Xinghui. And we're very grateful that you came. I hope you guys get married to them. I mean, just as a group. I hope there's a close cooperation between the 2 groups, okay? These 2 groups, the Pure Gold and Mixed Nuts, they will cover about 40% of the population of the world. So these 2 groups, if you do a hard job, if you work really, really hard, you will cover the largest 2 language groups in the world, right? 2.4 billion people. So I think it's really important that we work together. But Pure Gold has to work harder, okay? You got to catch up, and it's not easy. It's not going to be easy. We have to keep sending more people there. And those guys have to work harder, or it's going to take 100 years. And we don't have time. We don't have that kind of time. So, you got to put more effort into it, I think. We kind of focused on the China soft power. Let's be honest. And we didn't focus on the Pure Gold very much. And I think we have to work harder. And I was very encouraged by Word and Venerable Utpala going. I had hope that if all the Mixed Nuts get involved with those kids over there, we can do it. Then we can do it. So we have 2 great leaders of that group here. Thank you for coming. And let's let's work hard. Okay? And we can do it. We have to do it. Okay? And the first book is right here. Okay? It's not going to translate itself. I tried. I put water on it. I knocked on it. It didn't translate itself. So I guess someone's going to have to do it. Right, Stanley, Allison? Okay. So I in my opinion, we should keep that group. I don't mind that it's a large group. I don't mind. It doesn't hurt. In the end, it might help. And if there's people who don't appear to like they're going to be great translators, well, that applies to some of us here who did become great translators. So I think let's just try hard and make them. Everybody has Buddha nature, right? So everyone inside somewhere there's a translator. We just have to rip open and find it. Okay. All right. It's there. They're there. Okay. Here's my. We are still in the middle of Chujing Beldan, who's from Mongolia, a great scholar. And anytime you think that you can't do it, your pure gold group cannot become like the mixed nuts geniuses. The Mongolians wrote in Tibetan language. They wrote in Tibetan. And they did better books than the Tibetans. Okay, so it's possible if you work hard. And they would carve over 1,000 books a year. Carving. And I carved one book. I paid for carving one book. It took like 10 years. Two brothers carved it. Then they both died. So no, they were like 90, and they were the last carvers, in India. So that was the end of the lineage. So anyway, they did it. The Mongolians did it. The mixed nuts can do it. The pure gold can do it. You know, it's just effort. It's not anything else, and it's not going to happen by magic. It takes a lot of hours. And it's just hard work, okay? Unless you're a human computer, but that doesn't happen to everybody. Okay, and we were going through how many proofs of the existence of foundation consciousness? Eight, okay, 8. And I stopped calling them proofs, I started calling them arguments, because...
You're not convinced?
No, because there's two kinds of proofs there. There's some in support of it and there's some against it that are disproved. So you can't it's wrong to translate that as proofs. They're not proofs. Some are wrong assertions that are corrected. You see what I mean? It's all Rikpa, I think. We'll check. So we added some long and very valuable appendices in term 8. This is to explain to Dr. Wu why we don't have much progress in the book, because we added a lot of necessary things. And that's going to be the way it is, like with Alison Xiaoping's text. You know, there's more additions in term 9 than there is text, because the guy didn't cover it. He was tired, or I don't know what. He was busy. He bought a cafe or something. Okay. So but still we're 2/3 of the way through the commentary to Tsongkhapa, which we discovered, which is the kind of thing we're looking for. But you don't really know you found it until you test drive it, because sometimes they're worthless. So it's hard. We were just talking about how to identify great discoveries in Mongolia. Well, you kind of have to drive it first. Or because there are a lot of times the rare commentaries are worthless. Okay, that's why they're rare. You see what I mean? You can trust the Tsongkhapa, KWJ, but if you find what this is, like almost a single work by this person, and we don't know if it's good or not. It happens to be fantastic, but you have to test drive it. Okay. Now, we were planning to do 2 books in one volume, which was Tsongkhapa's auto-commentary and his root text, which are about 3 times longer than the golden key. If we do all of them, if we do our old plan, we won't finish until 2026. And I have a proposal. what's happening with the appendices is that we could have almost a 200-page book. It would be about a third this thick. It would be about this thick. And we could finish that by the end of next year. And we could have it to press by the third month of 2021, which is my proposal to Mr. Word. Because I think it's more encouraging for everybody if, to get something out that people can, and also this subject is so difficult that 200 pages of it is enough for anybody's lifetime. You know, it's not like you're gonna get shorted or something, okay? You can't read a page a day. It's not possible. If you really try to understand it, it's not possible to read a page in a day. And Buddhist books are like that. You have to understand, Buddhist book is not like a novel, you know. You can't read 100 pages in a day. It's not possible. You might be able to read a page. It's just a different experience. It's not like reading a novel. It's not like watching a movie. It's something you read a sentence and you stop and you think for a day, you know. Okay. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to go appendix, right? Good? So we're going to go appendix D. All right? So I changed it to arguments. On the existence, because some are for, some are against. It's tricky. You see? So I changed it to arguments. And we went through it. So let's skip to where we are starting. No, he didn't mark it. Turn right. Here we go. Okay. We're on the fourth of the 8 arguments about. Okay? Here we go. Please read, Mr. Ward. By the way, there's the kind of footnotes we're running into. And that took like 3 hours or something. So anyway, here we go. Good. By the way, this was a compliment. Nobody knows why the yoga chara bhumi, what it really means. And that was the big discovery that we published. That everyone, and I put it on the front page. I took it from the back and put it on the front page because I figured most people never read the whole thing. So I put words, photo, and everything on the front page. And that's what we're going to hand out. But it's a explanation of Yogacarya, which is the name of the mind-only school. It's the second name of the mind-only school. But it comes from these books by Asanga and Maitreya, Asanga especially, the different bhumis, Bodhisattva bhumi, Yogacara bhumi, and there's 5, and it's extremely complicated to even identify them. You have to read all of the Tengyur catalogs to really get it straight, and many people got it wrong. So this took a long, long time, and now it's correct. Okay. All right. That his presentation in your text of the meaning of Yogacarya, the 4 levels that we talked about last time, which are roughly equivalent to $50. Wait. You said 6, but you didn't say flavors. Who said 6? That's not the 6 flavors. Nah. $50 to your boyfriend there. Okay. You can keep 10. All right. Yeah, it explains. That's the Buddhist explanation. That's, I believe, the whole structure of these thousands of pages is those 4 bhumis. Yogacarya bhumi, okay? Levels of practice. So that's why I put it at the front of the mind-only text that we're going to hand out for free, which is expensive. Okay. Please translate. Rikpa Shipa. Argument. Okay, we're going to call it argument. Trust me. Okay, Soke Gyula.
Within the mind of a person who hasn't seen him first.
Good. Kujiya.
There is a
They do have foundation consciousness, okay? These are 8 arguments about foundation consciousness. Read the refrigerator, where the seeds are stored in your mind, okay? Right. They must have a kunchi because
They have merit and seeds for merit and such in their mind.
yeah, they have karmic seeds. You got to put them somewhere. They must have a refrigerator. That's all. That's the proof. Okay. What's the opposite of that? If they didn't have a refrigerator, there would be no place for the seeds to be stored, which means that the 6 normal consciousnesses cannot store seeds, according to them. Got it? The 6 eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, they cannot store seeds. Okay? So you must add another one, which is number 7, right?
Number 8.
Yeah, good. The refrigerator is 8. Well, then what's 7? 7 is the misunderstanding of the refrigerator. Okay? It's your messed up part of your mind. It's the diseased part of your mind. Okay? And the name of Tsongkhapa's book is Difficult Points About
The mind.
the diseased part of your mind and the refrigerator. 7 and 8. Okay? Got it? All right. So what's ignorance in this school?
Well, there's several, but one of them,
Well, state it in terms of the consciousnesses.
it is it's not thinking that when you're looking at the diseased part of, when you're looking at objects, you're actually not your diseased part of your mind looking at the ripened seeds in your clinching.
Yeah, basically 7 is misunderstanding 8.
Yeah.
And that's the source of samsara in this school. Okay? 7 is misunderstanding 8. Okay, here we go. Kyapte means, I'm going to give it to you for free. It must be the case that
So it's okay with.
that if you have seeds in your mind, you must have a foundation consciousness. That's the kyaba here. I'll say it again. The kyaba of this syllogism is that if you have karmic seeds in your mind, you must have a refrigerator. Okay? And we would say not necessarily so, because you can store. But they say it is so necessarily so. Who was talking between these 2 sentences? We were. Middle way was talking. Come on, you can store them in the 6. He says, he's no. If you have karmic seeds, there must be a refrigerator. Because what's he going to say? What's he going to say? Yeah, because you can't store them in the 6. You cannot store them in. I guess. Let's see where he goes. Okay, here we go.
Hyapte, dei, hyuki, kunshi, kona bakchak, go shir, urung payingi.
Room. Oh, this should be room more. Okay. Translate that much.
So within that, the only place that's in that mind.
It is only the kunchi.
It's only appropriate to say that the place that the seeds can be kept is in the kunshi in that mind.
Of that person, yeah, of that person's mind stream, yeah, of that being. Sometimes I like to translate "gyu" as being when they have another mind in the same sentence. Okay, so in the being of that person, the only place you could possibly "gu" your bakchaks, he should have said "gu." It would have been more comfortable, because "go" could be confused with door, but this is a verb and it means to "gu." To smear the seeds on the consciousness. It means to imbue the consciousness with the seeds, like as if you kept sandalwood in a piece of cloth, and later the cloth smells like sandalwood after you take out the sandalwood.
Or jasmine or garlic.
Yeah, jasmine or garlic. It could be a mistake. Let's check his own text, okay? I'm gonna go here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, let's say. And we're gonna look for Goshi. Well, that's where it's getting. Now here's a different spelling, which is more clear.
But it could be a different conjugation too.
Could be. This is Tsongkhapa spelling.
Oh.
Okay. This is our author spelling, Mr. Look, everyone spells it with a B. Everybody. except for this Mongol. Okay? Look, everyone spells it Bisgo. Okay? So let's go see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go see if the Mongol himself spells it differently. Okay? Go she. He repeats he insists he's right. Okay? He repeats it. So we can't correct it. Okay, got it? It's consistent within the text, within his own text. Look, he repeats it many times. We can't correct him. Okay? Okay, so Goshir, give me for $20 this R. By, oh my God, the human computer can fail. You're close. Give me, yeah, she's okay. What did I say, 20? Yeah, as, okay? It's the Danish grammar case. It's the La Dun, right? We elected him as president. In Tibetan, you have to say as president. In English, you don't have to. You say we elected him president. But in Tibetan, you have to say we elected him as president. What's it mean here? Only this is appropriate to be the smearable place. Goshi. Okay, Goshi. Okay? Only the kunshi is appropriate as the place where you could smear your seeds. Why? Tell me without looking. Why? What's the main difference? But what's the main difference between the 6 and the 1? What's the main difference? Think about it.
6 has other kind of mental functions.
Well, give me one simple reason.
I mean, each of the others are associated with one purpose.
They come and go. They come and go. Your ear consciousness, when I'm teaching you, it goes in and out. Sometimes you're listening, sometimes you're not. Okay, how can you plant a seed there? And what's going to happen to the seed when it fades out? How can you plant a seed in an ephemeral thing that comes and goes? You need something solid that's there all the time. Yeah, it's a low budwa. Yeah. Okay, got it? I mean, that's one argument. You can say, how can you store seeds in your audio consciousness, which isn't even functioning half the time in class? What happens to the seeds when you're distracted and you're thinking about cake? Where is the cake? Oh. Okay, got it? That's going to be one big argument. Here we go. Yin-ki, only the refrigerator would be appropriate to be the place where the mental seeds are stored or smeared. Ki, what's this ki? Yeah, but when ki comes at the end of a phrase, 99%, but. Like some people I know. Okay. All right. Say again. Go ahead.
Translate or?
Yeah, translate. Tsokjuk pakcha goshir mirung.
It's inappropriate to say that the collection of the 6 are what gets smeared.
Yeah. How could the 6 consciousness be the refrigerator? Why? Why not? Teda.
They.
Gewe yoktu.
From virtues to
Yeah, after being virtuous, below, right? After being virtuous, they switched to non-virtuous, and you also got kam kongok.
upper and lower realms.
Yeah, when you're doing the lion's meditation, you're alternating. Pelmar. Okay, this is not increase. This is not increase. It means
Switching meditation.
switch off and on. Okay, yeah. This is Pelma. Okay. You get switches between Gewa and Migewa. You get switches between desire realm and higher realms. And you get switches between pure and impure. In the audio consciousness. So how could a thing that keeps switching store seeds in it? How can you store good seeds in an entity which is switching off and on goodness and badness? Well, what's the answer with Kunshi? It's karmically neutral. It's just a refrigerator. It's not a nice guy. It's not a bad guy. It's just a neutral, floppy refrigerator. Okay? But you can't store good seeds in an entity which is changing good, bad, good, bad, good, bad. Okay? You can't. What's going to happen to the seed that you store in a place like that?
Did they say that awareness goes in and out too?
Yeah, that's what they're saying. All 6. Yeah. Okay, pelne ke. Kewa means that in itself is the problem, right? They kewa. What's that mean?
They start and stop.
Good, nice. They start, they might be good, they might be bad, then they stop. How can you store a good seed in an entity which starts and stops and goes good, bad, good, bad, good, bad, okay? Which is what when you listen to Neil Young or other music. Okay. Kewe, pensen goshi.
Benefit? Those are things that.
Yeah, mutual.
Oh, mutually exclusive.
Now, for $50, God, I can't afford this. I'll have to default on the. They're switching between. Those 6 are switching between being goshis and goches. Explain for $50. I'm giving it to you. You're my favorite place to put my money.
They're switching between places that that can be smeared and places that are smearing.
Good. Yeah. They're switching between the smeared thing and the smearer. Goshi means the place where you smear, put the seed, and goje means the one who smears the seed. Who's switching between those? The 6. They're just switching. Sometimes they're smeared place, sometimes they're smearer.
Because you're making karma with them, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. You don't make karma with kunshi. It just sits there. The refrigerator doesn't do anything. It's just a box. Okay. Okay, good. $50. Damn. Slow down. Okay. Don't give me so much coffee. I lose money. So pelne, give me the full form. Belmane. Don't forget. Remind me when I get there. I better make myself a note. I'm gonna forget. I.e. Belma. Okay. So this Belma with ma, it means alternate. And you only see it in the lion's dance and other meditation texts. You go desire realm, form realm 1, desire realm, formless realm 3. You Belma for fun, to exercise your meditation capacity. Okay? All right. Goche do. Mirung.
It's inappropriate to say that.
Yeah. How could something switch off between
Smear and
the smiri and the smearer, Okay? Either you're the smiri, which is kunshi, or you're the smearer, which is the sick consciousness. But how could one consciousness switch off? Okay? Mirung.
say that.
It's wrong. Please read starting here.
Jukshe mebe te pakchak gyunche tele jepa tru su baryor we chiro.
Very, very beautiful, very, very deep sentence, okay? Jukshe means, can you guess?
Engaging in that understanding.
Yeah, good. No, it's any consciousness which is in the act of engaging. The ear which is listening to a sound at that moment is called jukshe. An engaging consciousness, a working consciousness. And then when we go into a quiet room, the jukshe stops. But you're still alive. Okay? Got it? So juk here means in operation.
But when the mind
In
is not
operation.
engaging,
Yeah, when the audio consciousness is not engaging, then the boxers would have to check.
cut off.
Yeah, those seeds would have to disappear. If they were stored in the ear consciousness, then when you went to a quiet room, the stream of the seeds would be cut. Where's the famous place where we see Gyunche? Yeah, the definition of Nirvana in the lower schools. Nice. I'm glad I didn't offer money. Okay, Gyunche. Tele. And then what you'd end up with is Chepa Chumisawa would be broken. The rule, Chepa Chumisawa. Right, one of the laws of karma. It happens to be number 3. Chepa Chumi.
Things can't just fade away.
Yeah, once you commit a karma, once you hurt somebody, something's going to come back to you. No God, nobody can stop it. Chepa chum, except 4 powers, okay? Kind of. Okay.
The school forgets they have 8 consciousness instead of
Yeah.
7. You know, he didn't mention Yun Yi.
Yeah, so
It has
Chepa.
to be in the 8th because it's not in the other 6.
Yeah, so if a seed, if the flow of a seed could be cut off, well, then you would break the 3rd law of karma. Chus supa means just fade away. Just fade away. The karmic seed, what you did, chepa, what you did would just fade away. Gyur. He could have said, he could have had it here, a logic term, tell. Ridiculous consequence. Prasangika. He could have said chisupa tawa gyuecha. Chisupa gyur tawecha. It would have to be, theoretically, that the seed cut off, and then you could do bad stuff, and it would just fade away. Okay. If the 6 consciousness are storing the seeds, because they don't engage all the time. So when they don't engage, the seed would be cut off, and you could get away with anything. Got it? Cool. Enter a quiet room to get rid of the bad thing you did last night. You see what I mean? It's very interesting. It's a nice argument. These are basically all arguments that Buddha gave. Okay, they would say. Okay, here we go. By the way, we're going to see these arguments again in the text, in his text, but they're very brief. They don't go very far. So we came to this text, we came to the Mongolian to get the whole argument very clear. And then we can take it back to the key and just cruise through those arguments.
Are we still going to do Jason Coppola?
Absolutely, eventually.
I mean,
Oh, in this section? It would take us... You have to understand that a detour is... You're talking 2 terms or something like that. You're talking slowing down your text by 8 months. Publication. But, no, I don't think so, because we're going to cover it later anyway. Okay, here we go. 5th argument. With my new plan, we can cover it later. Because I think it'd be exciting to get a book out. You could show your mom and dad and say, "Yeah, I'm doing something." Then when they read it, they're going to throw you out of the house. Okay.
don't worry, they won't read it.
They already did. Okay, here we go.
Rikpa ngapa nam shi tuma chikar kewa yute.
Now, I want to pause here because this is one of the confusing ones, and this is one of the reasons why I changed it from proof to argument. Okay. Rikpa ngapa.
The 5th of those.
Yeah, the 5th argument about kunshi. There does exist what?
At the same time,
Good.
of those consciousnesses.
Tuma.
Many consciousnesses.
Yeah, multiple consciousnesses can engage at the same time.
Right.
Can. Why is it relevant here?
We had discussed.
Why is it-
about it last term though.
But why is it even relevant here?
Because if multiple consciousnesses are going at the same time, therefore maybe you don't need a kunshi because it can be held.
No, now you see, this is where it switches, you see. You can have a kunshi because awareness of what you're hearing and the kunshi can engage at the same moment. You can focus on 2 things at once. Your mom was wrong. Okay, according to the mind-only school, you can focus on 2 things at once. 2 consciousnesses can be operating at the same time. Because the argument from our side would be, they have to, you listen to your mom, eat, listen to your mom, eat. Yeah, they're Belmar, okay? But in the mind-only school, you have to say what?
The kunshi has to be going on.
2 consciousnesses can be in operation at the same time. The kunshi can be doing its thing, processing the universe, and at the same time you can listen to your mom.
Not to mention Rangi.
Okay. We didn't go there. Now, they're going to give a practical example. Okay, and this is all one big syllogism and ends with cheer down here. So I couldn't break it up, I'm sorry. This is, but we are insetting the syllogisms, which makes them easier for the reader. Okay, please read. Lam tu.
Lam tun chor wei
What? Lam tun
tun chor wei
dro. Go, to go. Lam to draw, right here.
Yeah, Lam.
You said drawer or something like that.
I was saying draw away. Sorry.
Okay, good. Draw away, say.
Nu,
No.
ki nam rik tenpa chi jik ten tu nan wa tang.
Let's stop there. I mean, let's take this in pieces.
Okay.
This is like eating old cake. Okay. Lam tu do it say.
If you go down that road,
Yeah, if you're walking down a path, if you're walking down a path, this was very big in the second chapter of,
Wisdom.
yeah. We're going to continue there. Well, we're going to go to the next chapter in October in Diamond Mountain. But it's a big, big thing in Nagarjuna. So it's nice if you know that. Because it's an oblique reference to Nagarjuna, kind of. Okay, Lam tu droid say, no. All the stuff on it. So no means the world, the general world around you, the whole world, Arizona. Okay, Arizona. Ki namrik temba.
it is not. It's firm.
Yeah. Now temba is important here. Okay, it means I'm not arguing that two flimsy consciousnesses could go on at the same time. I'm arguing that two fully engaged consciousnesses can go on at the same time. So the word temba is important here. Okay? I'm not arguing about whether you can have, flitty ideas happening almost at the same time. That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say you can have two very firmly operating, fully operating consciousness going on at the same time. So he adds the word temba. Okay? Temba, chi jikten di nawa.
Of the outer world, as it appears.
Nope. Denyi. Denyi.
It appears as your outer world.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nawa. Nawa as appear is a difficult thing when you're talking about consciousness, okay? I would say it is taking on the aspect of. Okay? It is taking on the aspect of the outer world. Okay? I think the word appear here could be, when you're talking about consciousness, knowing, what it doesn't mean appear. The object is appearing. It's not that the consciousness is appearing. You cannot translate it as appear. You got to say it's taking on that aspect fully. Okay, it's like a mirror takes on the aspect of the face, the chashin in front of it, right? Okay, got it? So when you're talking about consciousness's operation and you see nawa, don't just be lazy and put appear. The object is appearing. The consciousness is taking on the aspect of the object like a mirror takes on. Okay, so when you're talking about the function of consciousness and you see nawa, slow down, don't translate it as appear, okay?
Could you just say reflection? Aspect is such a strange.
You can say reflect. You could say reflects. Okay. In any case, the consciousness itself takes on a flavoring of the outer world, as we saw with the ruby and the mirror thing, or the yeah. Okay. In the Yoga Sutra, right? Okay. Now 2. By the way, he's going to say 4 things are going on, so I numbered them for you to make it easier. Okay. Ne. Please read. Ne.
Ne nam yoa nami ke chechuk shitang chewar
Chepan. Oh, I'm sorry. It should be Chepan. Okay.
nangwa
Yeah. So there's the tempo one. There's the tempo one. And here's the shifting one, which is your awareness of your location in the second, in the moment. The separate, now I'm to the south of that object. Now I'm 10 feet closer. Now I'm 9 feet. Now I'm 8 feet. So there's the general world, which is kind of static. And then there's your location of your feet and you with relation to the general world. And you're having awareness of gradients. And they are shifting constantly. Every time you take a step, the outer world aspect in your reflection in your mind is pretty constant. I'm in Arizona, but how big is the cactus? It's Yoa, okay? It's changing. Okay. Yeah, the blue dot on your Google map. Okay, so so just be sensitive to the difference here between yul and ne and ne. Ne is what?
The whole world. is
Arizona.
general.
Yeah, and ne,
The place you're in at that time.
good. Your location.
GPS coordinate.
What do they call it on a cell phone?
GPS.
Your GPS coordinate is changing. It's more yoa. It's more shifting. Okay, and that awareness, namrik. Okay, is, and again, that's another name for mind all these codes, namrikpas, awarenessers, or whatever. But here it doesn't mean that. It just means a sort of general awareness. He didn't want to say namshi. You can smell it. He's avoiding the word namshi. Okay, your general awareness is no. So, nangi kye che tuk.
Of the 6 doors of sense.
Yeah, inner,
Within
the inner ones. So 6 plus 6, right? 6 outer, 6 inner. The inner are the 6 consciousnesses. The outer are the 6 objects. Now, where do you put the eye and the ear and the nose? Are they inner or outer? They're physical, so in that sense they should go with the outer. But they're included inside the body, so in that case they should be inner. I don't remember. Okay, Shida Chepa. Oh, okay, now it's clear. The Nangi Keche here refers to the 6 consciousnesses, okay, along with what they're resting on, which is the power of the eye, the power of the ear. And you should make a note yourself and don't forget that. Yeah, yeah. I would say that the she here is the wambo. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so you got that one going on, okay? Then you got another awareness going. By the way, what's he trying to prove with these 4? What's he trying to prove? Yeah, yeah, you can have multiple consciousnesses going on. When you walk down the street, forget philosophy. He's like laying it on the guy. When you walk down the street, come on, you got 4 things going on. You know, just walking down the street, forget philosophy. You know, you walk down the street, you got 4 things going on. One, you're aware of Arizona. 2, you're aware of your position in Arizona. 3, you have an awareness of
Yourself.
yeah, me. I'm walking down the street in Arizona. Now you got 3. I'm walking down the street in Arizona. You got 3 consciousness going on already. Don't tell me you can't have multiple consciousnesses. How'd you get here? You didn't think where you were? He's being cute.
Sure. But why toggle
Yeah.
outlaw here?
Dr. Nawa, yeah, you have this awareness of, oh, this is me, okay? It's me walking down the street. You have an awareness of that. And there must be another one. Yeah. Yulkin Namrik. You got object awareness going on, which is of the,
form and sound,
yeah.
etc.
Uh,
that appear
this is a nasty mistake in the text.
or some.
This is 2 nasty mistakes, extremely nasty mistakes. Okay, Nangwei, Le Sam Chawa is cool. It's in a positive. You can call it action, you can call it deed. You know, and then Sam means or. Okay, it was a very difficult mistake. Okay, it's Le Sam, not Le Sama. Because actually ma can't come as a negative before a noun. That's a clue. Once you get sensitive, you can't say not action, you know. It would be afterwards. You see, Jawa Mayimba.
That's helpful.
Okay, all right, so that gives you a clue there's a mistake here. So there's the action going on. There's the activity of walking. Okay, Le Sam Chawa. Okay, period, ends there. You have an awareness. You have an awareness of the different details of the street, the colors, the shapes, the sounds, the tastes. These are all going on at the same time. So now you have 4. What are the 4? Number 1, Arizona. Number 2, yeah, you know, like I'm on Highway 89 at the turnabout, first turnabout, and I'm thinking I'm driving the car, and I'm still seeing blues, yellows, greens. I'm hearing horns honk. I'm touching the steering wheel. They must be going on at the same time. You would have had an accident. Okay, got it? What the difficulty here is that you have these words for place. You have 3 words for place. You have ne, you have ne, and you have you. And you gotta separate them because it's supposed to be a list of 4 different things going on at the same time, and they gotta be different things going on at the same time because that's what we're trying to prove. So you have to, what do you call it? Reverse engineer this sentence. You gotta be good at reverse engineering. He's supposed to be proving that 4 things can go on at once. Therefore, the 3 words, which are normally the same, you, as a translator, have to make them different somehow, okay? Ne, the world in general, Arizona. Ne, my location on the street. You, the stuff I'm looking at, colors, shapes, touches. Okay, got it? And you can show in the awareness of me, and you got 4.
But you didn't just like make up these distinctions between those 3 words, right? Aren't they
It took a long time to break this sentence. It took a long time to break this sentence. Yeah, it's difficult. It's a difficult sentence. But you gotta have all those clues. A big part of translation is anticipating what he's trying to say. He's trying to prove that multiple consciousness can go at the same time. Therefore, these 4 have to be different. Got it? As a translator, then you try to make them different. You see what I mean? Because they're not different by the language. The language is not going to help you much. Because you, ne and ne and you are all basically the same word. Okay, yeah. Now, this was really difficult. I like to praise myself, as you may have noticed. Anyway, it's a not chick, it's a she. Chikchar. Say she. Chikchar. Yeah, she means these 4 states of consciousness are going on chikchar. Yeah, simultaneously. Yeah, chik means 1. Chikchar. You got to say it like that, by the way. You can't say chik char. You got to say chikchar.
Is it a Domka? Because Chikchar isn't usually spelled with a vowel.
You're correct. You're totally correct. No, it is spelled without it here. You see what I mean?
But usually it doesn't have one. Like, this is the incorrect spelling.
Oh, you're right. You're right. I checked it myself. You're totally right. This author likes to spell with a G. You're totally right, and that's a very fine distinction. I'm surprised you could make it, but you're amazing. Yeah, normally this doesn't have a G on it. Okay, which might have been why the carver got mixed up or whatever. Chikchar. These are all happening simultaneously. These 4 are going on simultaneously. Therefore, it's okay to have a foundation consciousness. You see, some of the arguments have been why you can't have.
Right.
So we can't call them proofs. You see, he switches between proofs and arguments. You see, so we've got to call them all arguments about. Okay. And that's why there's been so much confusion historically about these 8. And that's why we had to make an appendix. They're not proofs of foundation consciousness. They are sold as proofs of foundation consciousness, but they're not. They're arguments about it, some of which are wrong, which are disproven. Okay, got it? How much time I got? Let's go, what the hell? Let's go. Day. Nice. Nice. Let's just do that piece. Te.
Those, or that.
Yeah.
That object, the thing that holds that object.
Yeah, the subject state of mind.
Yeah.
Yilchen. The state of mind, which is the subject state of mind here,
Holds all 4 of those.
there's a way we can munzen.
They appear to us. We grasp them.
Recognize. Who said that? Give her $20 just for being good. Perfect. Munzen means to identify or to recognize. Okay, so let's identify. He's just rubbing it into the guy. Okay, you're like you. I understand. Kunshi's impossible. Yeah, I understand. So you didn't drive here, right? I understand. That's fine. Oh yeah. Why? You didn't know you're in Arizona? I understand. You didn't get on the right highway? Yeah, it's okay. You didn't see anything or feel the wheel? Yeah, no problem. And you didn't think it was you driving? Yeah, perfect. Yeah. Now, just to rub it in, he says, now let's go back and identify those 4 states of mind that are going on simultaneously. He's rubbing it in. He already finished. He already beat the guy. But he says, now let's just count. You know, how many states of mind going on? Okay, cool. And then he's going to use uta to prove it. What's that in Sanskrit? For $0. Ayah. Oh, madhya. Not mika. Yeah, madhya. Madhya vibhanga. Madhyanta vibhanga. Udanta number chepa, something like that. Yeah. Udanta number chepa, separating the middle from the extremes. Madhya, anta, vibhanga, separating them. Okay. Sorry? No, it's one of the 5 books of Maitreya, I think. Let's go look. Anyway, 4021. Look it up in Tohoku. Okay, right here. Stopped here. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, we didn't do that whole.
Yeah, so I'm going to stop before that, so he gets the pleasure of doing it again. 11? 19. Birthday. Okay, that must have been a weird birthday for you on that bad day. Yeah. Pugi Joshime Totam Rira Bingshi Ninde Gampani Samye Shintu Yikte Wagi Dogu Nanda Shingla Chuparsho Idam Guru Ratna Mandala Kamniyatayami Di Keokun Sanam Yeshe Tsotsok Shin Sanam Yeshe Lechuwe Tabar Kunyi Tobar Sho Shogadi Smogadi. What's Nick? We go downstairs, right?
So there's a